Hello everyone, today we are going to be learning the transport of plants in biology. So let's get started. So the transported plants. You have already learned that plants can prepare their own food by a process called photosynthesis. Okay, the plants can make their own food using this. For this process, they require CO2, which is carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight. Okay. Also chlorophyll. And the leaves take in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. The water, along with minerals, is absorbed from the soil through the roots. It is then transported upwards to the leaves of the plant. The food prepared by the leaves is transported to all parts of the plant, including roots. So food is transported to all parts of the plant, including the roots. Now, transportation in plants is the process in which substances is absorbed or synthesized in one part of the plant and are moved to another part of the plant. Transportation of water and food in plants is carried out by a conducting system consisting of two main tissues, mainly the xylem and the phloem. Together they form the vascular bundle. Xylem. This tissue forms a tubular passage to transport water and mineral salts from the roots to the aerial parts of the plant. The xylem tissue consists of four types of cells: xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem fibers, and xylem parenchyma. Tracheids are elongated dead cells, so xylem and phloem is also there. So xylem forms a passage to transport water and mineral salts. To transport water and mineral salts. It consists of tracheids. They are elongated dead cells with tapering ends. And they are placed one above the other to form long channels. And just like tracheids, they provide mechanical support to the plant and conduct water upwards. Now the xylem or a wood parenchyma. They are small, thick-walled living cells. Okay, so tracheids, elongated dead cells with tapering ends. Then there are vessels. They like tracheids, they provide mechanical support and conduct water upwards. Tube-like structure, open at both sides. Now the xylem or wood parenchyma. They are small, thick-walled living cells. Okay. And they store food and also help to convert water and mineral salts. Now the xylem sclerenchyma or wood fibers. The thick-walled, long, narrow cells with tapering ends and they provide mechanical support to the plant. Okay. Now the phloem. Transports food. Manufactured by leaves. to the various parts of the plant. And it is a part of a vascular bundle and along with xylem and phloem. It also extends along the length of the plant body in the root, stem, branches, and the leaves. The phloem tissue consists of the following 4 types of cells. Sieve tubes, companion cells, so they contain sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. Okay, now first things first are sieve tubes. They are formed of cylindrical cells that are devoid of nucleus. They are found arranged in vertical rows, placed end to end. Their end walls are perforated and are called sieve plates. Through these sieve plates, food material passes from cell to cell. Thus, sieve tubes play an important role in transporting food. Now, sieve tube cylindrical cells. Devoid of nucleus. Okay, so cylindrical cells devoid of a nucleus. Now, companion cells are living, thin-walled, elongated cells, and they are found attached to the side of sieve tubes. Now, the phloem parenchyma it is formed of thin-walled parenchymatous cells. Thin-walled parenchymatous cells, and these cells store food. Now the phloem fibers, dead sclerenchyma fibers formed of elongated cells. Fibers provide mechanical strength and support to the plant. So this is the phloem parenchyma. Now the functions of phloem are they transport food prepared by the leaves to other parts of the plant. They help in storage of food. Yeah. Now the roots alone can absorb water, whereas the leaves of the stem cannot. This property of the roots can be demonstrated by a simple activity as well. Now the transport of food. During photosynthesis, the plants produce their food as glucose, which is stored in the form of starch. So this starch is transported in the form of sucrose solution through the phloem upwards and downwards to all the parts of the plant including its roots. This is called the translocation of solutes. Now water absorption of the roots. Root system which gives out the root system of plants consists of a main root which gives out the lateral roots. The lateral roots bear a large number of fine outgrowths called root hairs. Root hair. Given below is a magnified view of root hair. It is a long protuberance of an epidermal cell of a root. This cell, being a plant cell, is an outer cell wall and an inner cell membrane. The outer cell wall is rigid and the inner cell membrane encloses outer nucleus, the cytoplasm and its contents. And the cell wall is said to be freely permeable. It allows all the substances to pass through. And semi-permeable, it allows some substances to pass through. So the speciality of the root hairs, they have a large surface area. They contain cell sap, which is of a higher concentration than the surrounding soil water. Cell wall is freely permeable as well. Okay. The movement of water molecules from a dilute solution. Movement of water molecules from a dilute solution to a concentrated solution across a semi-permeable membrane is known as osmosis. Okay. So the movement of water molecules from a dilute solution to a concentrated solution. So that there are two solutions, which is dilute solution and concentrated solution. So the movement of water molecules from dilute solution to a concentrated solution across a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. The type of movements of water molecules are diffusion, osmosis, and active transport, and also the ascent of sap and root pressure. Now, what is transpiration? It is a loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant so that is called transpiration. And as a result of transpiration, a suction force is created in the xylem vessel. This force causes the water to be pulled from the xylem and the roots to the stem and to the leaves. And the pulling force is called a transpirational pull. Now, the factors which affect the rate of transpiration, will it go faster or will it go slower? First things first is sunlight. It makes an important role. If there's a lot of sunlight, transpiration may happen faster. It will happen faster. And the temperature as well. If the temperature is very hot, transpiration will happen faster. Then the wind. The transpiration is more when the wind is blowing faster. Okay. So because of the effects of the cyclone, transpiration is occurring faster as well because there's a lot of wind. Now humidity the transpiration is reduced where it is humid. So in Mumbai or in somewhere near Odisha or West Bengal or Gujarat or any other state, any state which faces the sea, that is humid. So less transpiration happens in that type. Now the importance of the transpiration plants. Why is it important? It gives a cooling effect because when water gets evaporated, it takes the heat. It takes the heat from the plant. So yes. Now the transpiration helps in maintaining the concentration of the sap inside the plant body. Roots continue to absorb water from the soil. If excess water is not evaporated out, the sap would become dilute, preventing further absorption of water along with the minerals required by the plant. So the second is the transpiration helps in maintaining the concentration. So it helps in maintaining the concentration of the sap. There's a sap inside the plant body. It helps in maintaining the concentration of sap in the plant body. Okay. Now the uses of water in the plant. It is absorbed by the roots for the important of plant in three ways. First is for the food production. Plants need water to make food. Second is for cooling. When water is transpired, it takes away the heat. And the third is transportation. So transportation, xylem and phloem, which we had learned, that also requires water. You must have experienced that standing under a tree during a hot summer midday gives you a cooling effect. This cooling is not entirely due to shade, but also due to the loss of water from the surface of the leaves by evaporation. Since evaporation produces coolness, it makes the air cool. The cool air, being heavier, tends to settle down and makes the surroundings pleasant. Okay, now the importance of minerals. The nutrient elements are essential for the plants to grow well and complete their life cycle properly. The nutrient elements are divided into two broad categories: macronutrients, which require larger confidence, and micronutrients. So macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients and micronutrients. Okay. It is micronutrients are required in very small amount, and all the nutrient elements are obtained from the soil. And macronutrients are required in larger concentrations as well. So macronutrients are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and micronutrients are iron, manganese, and zinc. Okay, so I have done this chapter entirely. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you like this video. Goodbye.